The Mercury7 from Meris is not new, but man is this a fun pedal. If you want a pedal that is going to let you get lost in the sauce and you want something with just really brilliant, ethereal, dreamy, beautiful reverb, stay tuned because I think this is a pedal that deserves a spot on everyone's board. So the Mercury7 is going to be the little brother to the Mercury X, which in this case, you're going to get two signature algorithms. First is going to be their ultra plate reverb, which is going to give you everything from a classic plate reverb to those massive washed out ambient tones that we all know and love. If you want an option with huge trails, lots of modulation, and more, the Cathedra reverb is probably your best bet. On top of those two algorithms, you also have the pitch vector knob, which is going to give a user the ability to either go up or down slightly on pitch. You can add fifths, you can add an octave, or you've got that classic shimmer sound. And as if Meris didn't already find a way to jam-pack this pedal with a ton of different options, you also have access to an alternative menu, which is going to allow you to go in and adjust your pre-delay, depth, modulation, and so much more. Lastly, there is also a swell foot switch, and in this case, it does just that. It's going to allow you to auto swell, and then you can use the alternative menu to adjust how quick the attacks are. And if you hold down on the foot switch, that is going to slowly ramp up and maximize the decay. The Mercury7 is a delightfully fun pedal, and there's a reason I went with this title because I think it really encapsulates the experience that I had with this reverb. If you're somebody that's just looking for something to inspire you and you want to get lost in a pedal for hours, I think the Mercury7 will do just that. At least that's where I found myself, is being able to go in and adjust all these different parameters and create these just absolutely wild sounds that still sounded amazing and let me want to play for hours on end. And I will also say that this isn't just a one-trick pony. It's not just doing these massive ambient, really otherworldly style textures. It also has the ability to do just a simple shimmer or a simple plate style reverb. And that's what I think makes this pedal really versatile and fun. And it's also intuitive to use, and there's not too much deep diving into different menus. As somebody that mostly uses digital modelers, I find myself deep diving into menus and adjusting all these different parameters within multiple different effects. And it was refreshingly simple to just have an analog pedal that has a pretty simple interface, but was still expansive enough that allowed me to want to explore and dial in and tweak things to my liking. And one of my favorite guitar teachers told me, if you find a piece of gear that inspires you to want to play more, it's probably worth buying. One final thing that I will call out is that I really think you need to run this pedal in stereo. Initially, I ran this pedal in mono, and I was kind of wondering, like, is this really it? Is this what the hype was all about? And then I plugged it into my Kemper and ran it through a stereo loop, and this thing just truly came alive. Meris definitely put a ton of deliberate thought and detail into this pedal, and I know for a fact that I am barely scratching the surface with this review, and there's other people who have covered this pedal really well. So be sure to check out some of the other reviews out there. What I did enjoy about this pedal is that even for a very expansive pedal, and even for a pedal that has MIDI and different preset options and a ton of different customization, even more that you can do with an expression pedal, I found that it was still fun and easy and simple to use for somebody that just wanted to plug in and play and enjoy some really great sounding reverb. On top of that, if you feel overwhelmed, Meris also gives you some different presets available on their website that you can download, and it just goes in and it shows you some different default sounds that you can dial in and explore with, or they also give you a blank template where you can save your own presets, and then that way, if you find a sound you like, you can save it for later. Which really brings me to the only con that I experienced with this pedal, and it's just simply that I wish there were onboard presets. I know you do have the ability to dial in presets using a separate pedal. However, it would be nice if there was a preset mode and then a bypass mode, or some way to use the swell mode to maybe double click into a preset mode. Just that way you've got something saved, because there's a lot of different options here, and it'd be nice to be able to just save that, dial it in, use it for later when you want it. Now on to that question of should you buy one? Obviously, I don't know you personally, but I do know if you're somebody that enjoys something that is gonna give you a ton of flexibility, it's gonna give you a lot of different tonal options that sound amazing, I think the Meris Mercury7 is a great pedal. Now for the person that I don't think should purchase this pedal, it's probably somebody that wants something a little bit more straightforward, or doesn't wanna have to spend 300 bucks to buy a new pedal. In this case, you can typically find it used for around 200 bucks. But if you want something a little bit cheaper, there is the Oceans 11 from Electro Harmonics, or Walrus Audio and their slow reverb are some really great sounding verbs for a little bit less. All in all, I think Meris did an incredible job with this pedal, and I definitely think you guys should check it out. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I thought it was just something fun to break out of what I've been playing elsewhere. And if you want more pedalboard content, check out this video right here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.